What's up, everybody? Oh, we're back with more Cobalion. Oh, man. Is it Pokemon Day yet, chat? I'm not quite sure why, but my enthusiasm for this shiny hunt has kind of plummeted. But I gotta get it, so here I am. Alright, do I have my counter up? Let's see. No, I don't. There's Cobalion's face. There's Cobalion's counter. We ended on 1375. What's up, everybody? How's it going? Oh my god, shut up! Why do the Pokemon in this game do this? Maybe give me like 2 seconds of just idling without noise in my face, Game Freak. I've been... Because I got out here and then... I've been sitting here for a while, so I've had to listen to Scorch just making noise every 2 seconds. It's like Pokemon Stadium. What's the matter, trainer? What's the matter, trainer? We have a few interesting things to talk about today. Hasn't been completely newsless. Yeah, I hope everybody's doing well. We'll get started in just a second. Really hope I get Cobalion tonight. Everybody was like, I got all the Swords of Justice in 5 encounters. Then each one of these is taking me over 1K. It's fine, really. It's fine. Also, Avalugg is spawned over there. Also, I think it's a clear day? Question mark. So, that's nice. This hunt is even more annoying when we have to factor in weather. Honestly, I think one of the things I don't like about these legendary hunts is that, you know, when I finally do encounter it shiny, it's super stressful. Having to actually catch these things. The Swords of Justice in particular have annoying typing and moves. Alright, we gotta move Todd back out front. Reminder, I'm using Synchronize, that's why Todd the Gardevoir is here, for Jolly. Pretty sure it's Jolly. We have just a bunch of Pokemon to take hits and heal for in case that's needed. Altaria's here for the weather. Todd has stored power. Gonna go for Hypnosis, stored power. Throw balls at it. Pray. That's my strategy, everybody. Okay. Let me heal Senti. Have some delicious milk. Beautiful. Oh, what'd you do today? Oh, you know, I just fed my centipede some milk. Ooh, I feel a sneeze coming on. It's not happening. I froze. I tried to make the sneeze happen. It did not happen, chat. Yeah, we have a few interesting things to talk about today. Niantic potentially selling off... potentially selling off its video game business, and then a few things Nintendo has Nintendo's been kind of on a streak lately of no fun allowed things. But yeah, Adge is playing on Twitch. When that's done, we'll get started. But if you weren't here for the last Dynamax stream, chat, I picked up a nice blue Christmas tree. That was super cool. Really happy to pick up Xurkitree. Anytime Pokemon begin with the same, like... How many times did I call Cubfu Cubchoo last stream? Terrible. Yeah, I picked up shiny Xurkitree. Isn't it pretty? Isn't it nice? So it hasn't been a completely dry February. Mostly. So if I could pick up actually clean my glasses. Oh my god. If I could pick up Cobalion, then I'd have two nice blue legendary / UBs. Alright, let me just clean my glasses real quick so I can see what I'm doing. That would be helpful, wouldn't it? Hatch 2 shiny Dedennes, nice. Dedenne has a great shiny. Have I ever gotten Dedenne from Dynamax Adventures? I'm trying to think. I don't know if I've gotten any of the, I don't think I've ever gotten Mimikyu. I don't think I've ever gotten Togedemaru. None of the Pika clones or Mimikyu I never got. So, they're traitors. Traitors to the cause. The cause being my shiny living Dex. Okay. Let me see. Dedenne. No, I don't think I ever... No, there's more Pico. Never mind. Just one. That's the one that I've gotten from Dynamax Adventures. But yeah, last stream, chat, we picked up Xurkitree. Maybe today we'll be able to pick up Cobalion. We'll see. Yeah, we'll talk about the Niantic thing in a little bit when more people are here, I think. Alright, Cobalion. Let me get my counter ready. I heard one spiel in the background. Okay, the weather is clear. Good. Honestly, if this continues to take multiple streams, I might just assure that it's always clear every time. I mean, hail would be a little bit of residual. Whoops, we were not on the mark on that one. Also, this game looks best when it's clear. You can definitely appreciate the blues and all the colors way more when it's actually clear. Okay, we got it right. You picked up your Meloetta. I've made... Man, I needed so much for my Scarlet Violet deck. The Scarlet Violet dex is huge. And I needed so many annoying things like Crocolore, Quaxwell. I needed every middle starter. Because I, of course, I never transferred them to home. I needed Zoalius again. I've needed Zoalius for like, it feels like 3 different Pokedexes lately. I think I needed most of the pseudos actually. Goodra, Big Online. So I'm pretty close. Who's even making that noise? Alright, what's up everybody coming in? We just started. So, you know, I was actually gonna check today because I don't remember how much I have. So Nintendo announced that they're discontinuing My Nintendo Gold points. So that's kind of a bummer. Was the like $3 you would get buying a game from them bankrupting the company or something? I think I might have... Did they expire prior? I might have lost some... Virtual points that expire are such a scam, by the way. Ultimate scam. But yeah, they announced... Nintendo announced that the My Nintendo Gold points are getting discontinued. And they also announced that the Switch game voucher scheme will not be available on the Switch 2. I've seen a lot of people say that they think this means the games are going to be $70. I mean... I don't really care that the gold stuff was kind of negligible because it always helped when I liked it, when I used it. You know, I'll take a few dollars off a $60 game. I'll save any money if possible. I don't care if it's, you know, $1 or $2. I mean, here's the thing. Nintendo is just taken and taken and taken. It's like when they took away Club Nintendo. It just kind of feels bad, you know? You just redeem gold points, the last gold points you may end up ever redeeming. But kind of, you know, kind of crazy that Nintendo came out with two, like, anti-consumer things back to back. We're getting rid of the voucher program for the Switch 2, and we're taking away the gold points that you used to get. Got a $5 game essentially for free. Yeah, I mean, that's the perfect way to use gold points. Buy a cheap indie game, get a few dollars off a regular price game. People are assuming it will be replaced with something for the Switch 2, like how Club Nintendo was replaced by My Nintendo, but My Nintendo sucks balls. Club Nintendo was goated. My Nintendo is Club Nintendo, but way worse. Here's a new and improved system that doesn't have nearly as many benefits as our old system. Anyway, bye. Nothing could replicate the joy that early Club Nintendo had. I remember searching through all my old game boxes for Club Nintendo codes when I first signed up. Lets you use the gold coins to make games cheaper. I mean, they're getting rid of that. They literally announced that they're getting rid of that. What's up, Cacturn? That is one of the things that they announced that they are stopping. No more gold coins, and the voucher system will not work with the Switch 2. Don't worry, you guys. I'm sure Nintendo will replace it with something great. Surprised people could say that with the Nintendo boot so far in their mouth. Had to be a great day for all the Nintendo social media people who had to announce all that. Just negative thing after negative thing with no... Like, maybe if you're gonna replace these systems, don't sit on your ass and tell us about it. They're being so coy with the Switch 2 stuff. It's so annoying. Well, we're gonna take away these systems, but we could replace them, or maybe not. You don't know. Yeah, you want to talk about the Pokemon Go news now, chat? You know, I'm honestly kind of surprised that Niantic hasn't bailed out of this sooner. So if you didn't see the news, chat, Niantic is in talks to sell its video game business to Saudi Arabia-controlled Scopely Incorporated for about $3.5 billion. Deal could be announced in the coming weeks. $3.5 billion. Imagine if on Pokemon Day, instead of, like... they just have one of the Saudi princes that's on there, and it's like, Pokemon Go. I guess Niantic thought, we can't cut it out making even bare bones mobile games, so we're just gonna hit the eject button. I've been reading responses to that information. It's kind of interesting to see what people have been saying. Also, 1400. 1400 dang Cobalions. Does the camping method work for the Tyrantrum encounter? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that exactly, but I would assume so. So what games does Scopely have? What a strange name for a company. Scopely. And they're under the parent company Savvy Games Group. Savvy Games Group is a Saudi multinational video game investment, developing, publishing, and esports company based in Saudi Arabia. They took the Marvel phone game over and destroyed it with microtransactions. Oh, man. Milking all the pogo whales for every last little dime in their wallets. It's kind of incredible how many of these, like, groups just exist. These, like, investment... These big investment companies. Macro transactions. They invent a... That's the new terminology that catches on. It made free-to-play impossible. I don't know what's funnier, that or that I've genuinely seen people think that they're gonna somehow fix Pokemon Go. Guys, they're gonna fix the avatars in Pokemon Go. Wooba. Somebody just said in all caps, please don't take Pikmin Bloom from me. Making free raid passes have locked lower IVs. It's funny that some people are like, the Pokemon Company needs to step in. I think I looked them up and they had like a Monopoly board game mobile app. I didn't really see what else they had. They have a WWE Champions game. I mean, it's hard to, we don't know what the contracts are like. How much would, you know, how much say would they really have if Niantic bails out and sells their video game division? Again, I'm honestly surprised Niantic has not done this sooner. Yeah, what does Niantic do after they sell the company? Just go back to doing, like, Ingress stuff? Peridot. Is that even doing well? I mean, they said they're selling their video game business. I don't think that would mean Ingress. We need to... Where's the Niantic deep dive? Where's the Niantic genius experts? This is kind of like if they sold Pogo to like Tencent. This is exactly this like Saudi company reminds me a lot of the China ones. Just humongous backed investment companies that end up running a lot of devs into the ground. Studio closures. I mean, not that that doesn't happen in, you know, here or other countries, but a lot of those particular investment groups are just not great. It sounds like Niantic just wants to wash the... Here, I'll read the quote again. Niantic Inc. is in talks to sell its video game business to Saudi Arabia-controlled Scopely Inc. for about $3.5 billion. Deal could be announced in the coming weeks. So that makes it sound like it's done. That makes it sound like it's a done deal. Can't wait to see everybody justify their continued use of playing Pokemon Go and just getting the Saudis all your data tracking information. Remember when Tumblr was sold to Yahoo? And that killed the website. Tumblr being sold to Yahoo gutted that website. Because Yahoo came in and implemented a bunch of, like, awful policies and censorship. Nice, the 7 streak. Chat, who do you think implemented the ban on not safe for work material? Who do you think did that? How much did Yahoo pay for Tumblr? Beginnings. Ownership by Yahoo. Automatic. The character showed up in your dream. I've had that happen where you get really into something and you end up dreaming about it. The ban was in 2018. Oh, well, forgive me for not keeping up with my Tumblr year-by-year history. How do we do a, Pokemon Go to have no human rights? Working title. That can be their new tagline. Pokemon Go, human rights violations. I mean, either way, like, the Yahoo purchase was not a net positive for the website. Regardless of the ban or not. Big corporations buying something out are usually not usually not a net positive. Usually doesn't result in a better user experience for the user base. Twitter, oh no. That might be patient zero. I love going on Twitter and I refresh or I check back a few hours later and what does it show me? The exact same post that I saw on there hours earlier. Just showing me the same stuff. Great website. How did DashCon have any effect on Tumblr as a whole, other than being a funny meme? A big school community? What does that even mean? Honestly, I think Tumblr changing a lot was probably due to the shifting of the fandoms that populated it. A lot of those supernatural, super hulock people grew up. Tumblr's user face is also just kind of terrible. It's really an awful place to look for anything specific. Its interface has always been not great. And there's so much junk you have to sift through. Or maybe that, you know, Can't even remember last time I had a good scroll on Tumblr. It's been a long time. It's not a website I very much go to many hours, many times these days. What's up, Midnight? I mean, to me, Tumblr is the home of, like, all the old fandoms. Again, Super Wholock, Supernatural, Doctor Who, all those... Sherlock... Super Tales of the Dragon, whatever the Elsa, Merida, How to Train Your Dragon was. That fandom. Rise of the Brave Tangled Dragons. Yes, of course. What's up, everybody coming in? We're just shiny hunting Cobalion. More. See, as somebody who was on Tumblr, I don't view myself as a community member of Tumblr. I was not a Tumblr person. It was a website I went on to look at fandom stuff. I was not part of a community. I guess for some people maybe, but that's never how I've ever viewed my presence on anywhere online. I mean, I barely even remember when that incident happened. I mostly remember, you know, bigger YouTubers covering it and being like, haha. Okay, my roof is creaking. All right. Second Life. The boy mayor of Second Life. Diggy diggy hole, diggy diggy hole. I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. I saw this fan art the other day and I was like, what anime is this for? And then I had the awful, slow realization that it was not an anime. It was two anime-ized Minecraft YouTuber men. It was like, oh. What a waste of talent. You ever see certain fandoms chat and you're like, wow, I am so glad that is something I never was involved in or liked? Homestuck? I don't know the first thing about Homestuck. And I'm better off for it. I'm very thankful. VTubing? Oh, sure. A lot of VTubers are horrendous, awful, god-awful people. But again, I don't ever view myself as part of any community. I'm a wayward soul. I'm a wanderer. I'm a lone booper. Newgrounds. Desperado. You know, I could say the same about, like, you know, Doctor Who or Sherlock. Never got into any of those. Never got into any of that, garbage. I was gonna say, super, what is it called? Supernatural is not British. I was gonna say all the British stuff, but Supernatural is not British. You could not pay me to watch that show. Tuesday. Besides, a lot of Doctor Who fans always seem to have... They're not happy. It's the show's either being written like trash. What was that one? What's the one name? Moffat? They all have writers and directors they all hate who don't do it, who don't satisfy a lot of the fans. You couldn't be paid to watch Doctor Who? No, I could not. Did I count that one? Couldn't be paid to watch Game of Thrones? Same. It's funny that like sequel or I don't even know if it's a sequel or prequel, whatever. That dragon show that's been airing had its second season, and I haven't seen a peep about it. Good. Couldn't be paid to watch Boruto. That's so funny that they named him Boruto. It just made him look identical to his father. Like Lady and the Tramp's kids. To watch live action Snow White, same. I don't even like animated Snow White. I could say that about every live action Disney movie. You couldn't pay me to watch them. How they filmed the nighttime scene in daytime and added a filter over it. That's so obvious every time that happens. You can tell it's like just a vague blue filter to make it look like it's nighttime. These shows in these movies cost hundreds of millions of dollars, and yet they continue to look worse. Where does the budget go? Can't even have enough budget to film something at night now. Actor? For some actors, yes. Like anytime Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is on a project, you know he's getting probably like 50 million, 70 million, 100 million. The sparkles of the sunlight in the ocean water, that's terrible. That's so terrible. Let's have a shot of the glistening ocean in the daytime. Nobody will notice, you guys. Nobody will notice. You're not gonna notice. Never watched one of the Rock's movies and enjoyed it. He certainly hasn't made anything in like... Gosh, like the past 5 years, decade? that I could genuinely recommend. The Scorpion King was a long time ago. Oh, you watched the Jumanji reboot? Ugh. Box office poison. Yeah, sometimes there's just certain actors or certain combinations of actors that just immediately plummet my interest in a project. What's up, Derek? Oh, Kevin Hart is so unlikable. Speaking of The Rock, isn't it funny how he's small? Isn't that so funny, chat? Get it? He's small. Please laugh. What's up, Mimikyu? I got an actor who's anytime, I mean, thankfully he's not in a lot of things, but I cannot stand Jimmy Fallon. Anytime Jimmy Fallon is involved in anything, it's like, no thank you. No thank you. Starting to feel the same way about Jack Black? Yes. That's another thing when a lot of actors just get overcast. They're in like 500 projects in a row that are right in front of your face. Also, speaking of the Minecraft movie, I saw something today that was so heinous. Baby, let me see if I can find it. Like, is this real? This is so awful. Chat, this... I almost feel compelled to give, like, some sort of warning. What is this? This is... Why does the baby zombie have veneers? Why does the baby zombie have veneers? Have you ever seen more straight white teeth in your life? Also, the chicken! The chicken is so scary. Why are its eyes like that? This is a nightmare. I hate looking at this. But yet, look, the zombie has perfect teeth. That zombie's got nicer teeth than I have. Damn. Beautiful veneers. Great stuff. Oh my god. That is truly unhinged. That almost ruined my day. Yeah, it was like the Grinch. I mean, I think the Grinch in the, that recent animated movie had straight white veneers, too. Stop giving green zombie, fluffy zombie characters straight, perfect white teeth. Also, there's a shot in the recent Minecraft trailer where a villager goes through the human portal. They're 100% gonna have some sort of side plot or the villager, like... Isn't it Jennifer Coolidge? Isn't she gonna be cast in that movie? The villager... She's gonna fall in love with the villager that goes through the portal, and it's gonna be the worst thing in the entire world. I like his portrayal of Poe. I feel like he's a good voice actor. At least for Poe. Yeah, the villager love story is real, Midnight. If you go and watch the latest trailer, there's a shot of the villager going through the portal, and it's like, oh no. How did you set this up? So you just need to do the footprints, talk to Sonia. Cobalion spawns... right here. And then you just go to where it spawns, encounter it, and then set up a camp on top of it. Oh yeah, I guess he was Bowser, wasn't he? Honestly, I just think of him, Bowser, as Jack Black. I mean, they put such a heavy emphasis on all the celebrity voices in the Mario movie. Also, Kung Fu Panda has, well, at least the first few have good writing. Yeah, School of Rock. Yeah, so you could turn your console off if you wanted to, but it's actually slower. It's, I think, like 1 second slower. So it's actually faster to do the camp reset method here, like I'm doing. These are really fast shiny hunts, for as much as I was complaining earlier. Terrakion took 21:45. Have not attempted Virizion yet. Just also one thing, if you want to start this shiny hunt, be mindful of the weather, because it can hail. And there can be terrain, like fairy terrain, which would stop any hypnosis or spore. So make sure you either have somebody with Cloud 9, like Altaria, or reset your clock and make sure it's clear. The Smurfs thing just feels like they're trying to make the Trolls franchise. It feels like they saw how successful DreamWorks' Trolls movies have been and were like, yeah, we can do that. Who is even making the Smurfs movie? I don't even know. What if it is DreamWorks? Who is even making it? I don't know. I don't know any. I didn't watch School of Rock, but I know Miranda Cosgrove is in it. That's all I know. People also like Nacho Libre, don't they? Isn't that his other pretty popular movie? I have the shiny charm. So the Swords of Justice are affected by the shiny charm, the Reggies are not. Singing killed my grandma. I mean, the Trolls movies seem fun. Like, if I had a kid, you know, I don't think there'd be any harm in watching the Trolls movies. They seem cute, fun. Universal has a few like troll things in their kids. They have a new kids area, and you can get like a. Oh, I can only remember the girl's name, Poppy. You can get Poppy and the guy who killed my grandma. You can get them in cute ice cream cones. James Corden troll. That is a good warning. Warning, this movie contains James Corden. Branch. I wanted to say Brock. That's sort of right. Justin Timberlake troll. They tortured him with that Chewbacca Mom clip. Chewbacca Mom feels like it was 500 years ago. I don't even feel like it was the same timeline. Worth every penny! What's funny about that clip that they were tormenting Rocco with too is that I didn't even realize that it was J.J. Abrams sitting in the back seat. It was Chewbacca Mom, James Corden, and J.J. Abrams. Oh man, that's so funny. Another personality. Yeah, I said earlier, one celebrity who, if I ever see them involved in anything, I'm immediately uninterested. Jimmy Fallon. A lot of late night personalities are just bad. I don't think I've ever seen a second of a carpool karaoke video. I guess outside of the Chewbacca Mom clip that they tormented Rocco with. Worth every penny! And then they found more Chewbacca Mom clips to torture him with. Oh, that was great. Now I'm talking about Rocco from Mega 64. Jimmy is very touchy. If you've ever watched Fallon interview anyone, he's very, like, weird. He's just a weird dude. And apparently a massive alcoholic. But anyway. Yeah, it's hard to ever beat Conan. He just has such natural charisma. In other ways that a lot of those late night people lack. Oh yeah, he's hosting the Oscars. At least it's not fucking Jimmy Kimmel. No, anybody named Jimmy. Another annoying Jimmy. Sorry to anybody named Jimmy. I'm sure you're great. If you're a famous, wealthy Jimmy. How did the SNL 50th thing not have Bill Hader? That is crazy. Bill's one of my favorite. I mean, like, him and Andy Samberg. How do you not have Bill Hader? The funniest thing Leno did was fall and then have people speculate if he owed money to the mob. And got secretly beat up by them. Oh, Craig Ferguson? Yeah, he was great. Jimmy the Cramorant. The one true approved Jimmy. Hate political comedians. Oh yeah, they all have the same playbook of unfunny shit-lib jokes. Yeah, Craig Ferguson also voiced Gobber in How to Train Your Dragon. I don't know if he's been in anything lately. I liked his set. Craig Ferguson's like late night set was comfy. Is that weird? It had cozy vibes, you know? Alright, you ready? Potential sound warning. That was fun. Whoops. There we go. Woo woo woo. Is that Eldegoss? Definitely a later gen Pokemon. No, it's not Hatterene. Hatterene's cry is pretty shrill. I think the Eldegoss guesses are right. Again, I don't know which cry is being played, chat. It's all a big guess. It's a big guess. Also, I watched somebody doing Scarlet Violet competitive singles earlier, and he was using Hatterene. So that cry is pretty fresh in my mind. The amount of people that were bringing Stall Lugia. Ugh. EUIC is coming up, chat. That's fun. Speaking of VGC. I will be tuning in. And of course, Pokemon Day is coming up. Finally. After what feels like forever. Oh, ads be playing. Okay, we'll take a break then. Alright, we'll hang out and camp for a second. Yeah, what is it? 10 days? 9 days? Something like that. Pokemon. What is this Pokemon Day you speak of? I live under a rock. Oh dang, it's a week and 2 days. Hot dog. I mean, sometimes with some of the questions I get asked, you know, maybe... What is this Pokemon Day that you speak of? What is a Pokemon? I don't know. I am unfamiliar. Why am I in your Pokemon stream? I don't know. Cafe Remix 2. Man, Pocket kind of stinks right now. I opened more Dialga packs and I just got jack shit. Uh-oh, the girls are fighting! Uh-oh, Tapu Bulu. We have a Sims interaction going on. We just got the minus Sim. Todd and Bulu are not friends. Can you imagine if they did that? Oh, man. I keep seeing more and more fake 4chan leaks every day. That's how you know we're getting close, chat. The starters are gonna be Snivy, Piplup, what was it? Snivy, Piplup, and Scorbunny. That was the latest one I saw. Every time these fake leakers come out of the woodwork, they always include like one line or one word that just throws the whole thing off. We need some true professional fake Pokemon leakers. Because these guys are frauds. Pikachu and Eevee. Hey, don't put it past them. Yeah, the fake leakers gotta up their game. They don't do Snivy or Pip just despite all the people making such predictable guesses. I know. That's exactly how I feel. It's the same way with like, make Mega Luxray Dark type. Yeah, exactly, Justin. There's always like 1 or 2 things in there and you're like, it just ain't right. So it's not passing the sniff test. Does not pass the smell test. Something stinks. Death of the gods. That's a good one. You should go on an anonymous forum and try that one. See if it gets any traction. Zelda, Death of the Gods. Yeah, I'm sure they would give a Zelda game a God of War ass title. This latest leak had it had like a sentence that was like, modern day, you work with Professor Sycamore to make Lumio City a mecca for people in Pokemon. The Alola Final Form leak? Oh man. An old classic. Breath of Darkness. my favorite Pokemon game. My favorite Zelda game. Breath of Darkness. Why do the fake leakers always lean so edgy? Were they still doing Koro Koro for Gen 7? No, they had like a YouTube trailer every week back then for Gen 7. because they're children. Probably some of them definitely are kids, but there probably are a lot of adults, unfortunately, trying to, I mean, just look at all the Pokemon leakers. Those people are all grown-ass adults. They don't act like it, but they are. Gingivitis. Link and Zelda team up to fight Plaque. Good morning. The game letting you explore all older regions. See, that's the most immediate red flag you could ever have. Alright, 1,500 Cobalions. They're gonna bring the National Dexes back, you guys. All Pokemon are returning. And it's gonna have Cynthia! And it's gonna have N! And Red! Mega Flygon! Mega Dragonite! Totally legit. Except for Virizion. Well, right now, Cobalion and Terrakion are taking their sweet time. So Virizion might be my only savior. The elemental monkeys. I'd be the one person that would be excited about that. Everybody in chat would be booing, throwing tomatoes, and I would be like, Semi-Poor! Start crying. They brought back Semi-Poor. Yeah, it'll have Mega Evolutions and Dynamaxes and Z moves. And you can terrestrialize. Why do people hate the elemental monkeys? Why do people hate fun and whimsy? I mean, I kind of get it, but also, I don't know. There's worse Pokemon in Gen 5. Maybe for Virizion, I should have all 3 icons and numbers on screen so people can see how many resets it's taken me. Ow. Oh yeah, Gen 5 rules. Let's not get it twisted. I do think having having monkey Pokemon in a Unova region is very funny. You know what we're famous for here in the United States? All of our monkeys. Loose concept. Yeah, one of the worst, least popular Pokemon was voted as Semi-Seer back in like Gen 7. Yes, that is true. But see, that makes me kind of adhere to it. That makes me find it charming. I like a good underdog, you know? I'll take, lesser popular Pokemon than, like, that over, like, the normie Pokemon. Mega Charizard X. Yeah, Semi-Poor's just a chill guy. He's just waving. Has a cute expression, cute hair. Oh, things... that would be a... That's, one of those, trigger-me type sentences, Justin. Haxorus. Haxorus, my favorite non-pseudo sort of... My favorite non-pseudo that I thought was a pseudo for a long time. Yeah, Druddigon rules. I like Druddigon. That's the beauty of dragon type in Pokemon. You can have so many different varieties, types of dragons. Yeah, Gen 5 had a lot of great dragons. They kind of popped off in that regard. Down from, you know, Haxorus, Druddigon to the legendaries. Hydreigon. Yeah, everything from Alolan Eggy to Appleton. Come on, Cobalion. Kyurem Black's one of your favorite legendary dragons. I used to use Kyurem Black on, I want to say Pokemon Showdown at some point. Because that one was allowed. You think the Kyurem fusions are kind of ugly? I don't think they're meant to be ugly on purpose. That's just bad marketing right there. They're box art Pokemon. I don't think they would ever make any box art Pokemon ugly on purpose. Polymerization gone wrong. There's very few dragon Pokemon I actively just don't like. Most dragon Pokemon are pretty cool. It's a pretty solid type. Yeah, see, that's what I don't get about everybody who wants, like, straightforward black and white remakes, because they would not give us an original dragon if that was the case. I mean, look at how much new content BDSP added. They ain't giving us an original dragon if that happens. Goodra. Well, Goodra has the crown of being, like, one of the least competitive pseudos, so... I want another, like, Chinese-type dragon Pokemon. You know, we were talking about Dragonair, obviously Rayquaza. But there's no... I don't know, I'm just a sucker for fantasy dragons. Like, especially... You know, D&D type fantasy dragons are just cool. I'd like a Pokemon that looks like that. Sushi. What's the worst dragon Pokemon, chat? I'll give Tatsugiri and Dondozo some credit. They're fish Pokemon, but at least they have some synergy. Wow. Some insane answers in my chat right now. How is Kingdra the worst dragon? No, how is Noivern the worst dragon? Ultra Necros? That would be my answer. Drampa? Wow, lots of Drampa haters in chat. See, I think Hydrapple is more blah than Appleton. It's interesting that some people will just name dragon Pokemon that are just, they don't deem it dragon enough. I think that's what makes them interesting. I'm having to look at a list right now. Could I say Megalodios or Latios? Yeah, I guess they're not dragony enough for the club. Every dragon Pokemon has to be cool and badass. Some people, apparently. Alolan Eggy. Yeah, we already have a Hydra Pokemon, and it's Hydreigon. Oh my god, Bulbapedia's ads are off the in my face. Oh, I got one, chat. Regidrago. The other one's Turtonator. You're thinking of Turtonator. Yeah, you know the worst dragon Pokemon, chat? It's Regidrago. Easy answer. Easy. Eternatus being a dragon? I mean, it kind of looks like a dragon. Chad, have you ever seen what dragons look like? Half-dragon Pokemon, chat, are like, well, it's not actually dragon enough, revoke it. Take away its status. Oh, I love when chat, like, goes out and tries to, like, well, actually, the deepest lore about this Pokemon is, I don't care. I really don't. Like, that's nice and all, but they're still very similar Pokemon with very similar English names. Well, actually, you see, according to the documents, it's based on this particular mythical Hydra and not the other Hydra. Like, okay. Anyway. What makes a dragon a dragon? Oh, you know, I could also give you another one. 10% Zygarde. A gonna say 10% Zygarde. See, I'd say I think it's a generic looking dog, and then chat will be like, well, actually, it's based on the Yggdrasil myth that has a dog. Okay, anyway, still ugly. It's, yeah, definitely a dragon. Heckin' dragon Pupperino. Diplin. Diplin's kind of lame. I had to get Diplin for my Scarlet Violet decks the other day. Diplin is a... Diplin feels like such a filler Pokemon. Oh, is that Chinese animated movie that's like the most successful animated movie that I've seen all over my timeline? Dracozolt. That's another group of Pokemon that I think are really funny the way people react to them. You either love or you hate Dracovish in the gang. There's no in between. You either think the Gen 8 fossils are funny guys, or you think they're ugly and bad. You're impartial to them? I kinda am too. They're fine. I think their lore is cute. Every Pokemon is someone's favorite Pokemon. See, I don't believe that philosophy anymore. You can't tell me that Barraskewda is somebody's favorite Pokemon. I just don't believe that. So you telling me somebody's favorite Pokemon is a Alola Momola? Unpheasant? No. I actively don't believe. Yeah. Actually, Barraskewda is my new favorite Pokemon. I fell in love with it because it was godly on my team. Barraskewda, my new best friend. You could say that for Arrokuda, too. My favorite Pokemon is Arrokuda. I don't believe. I don't believe that. You're telling me somebody out there really loves Tranquil? No. No, I refuse to believe. My favorite Pokemon is Twanquil. I refuse to believe this. Feel like you could get away with someone's Pokemon. Every Pokemon is somebody's favorite, like before there was over 1,000. You're telling me your favorite Pokemon is Bombirdier? Huh? Did I find the perfect spot where Cobalion will always spawn? Sometimes it takes a few camp resets. It's very easy. Electric. Okay, I disagree about Cryogonal, but yeah, electric. I mean, even like Tynamo. Why would Tynamo be anybody's favorite? Like, Electros is cool. Electros was especially cool before they ruined it in 3D. Made it like a thinly levitating weird noodle. Honestly, just keep Electros and cut the other two. Yeah, shiny hunting Tynamo in Scarlet and Violet is one of the biggest punishments you could ever inflict on yourself. Yeah, find a hosted raid for Tynamo or Hatchet, absolutely. Joltik, yeah, Joltik. I wish Joltik and Galvantula had better shinies. They're great Pokemon. Actually have game developers? Yeah, it's part of their studio that the parent company owns. You know, one of the strong positives I can say about Scarlet and Violet is that you get to see Joltik jump around like a little bean. I'd love to see Galvantula get a Mega Evolution or something. I think we talked about Spider Pokemon getting Megas last stream, but Galvantula would be a great choice. Gen 5 could use several choices. Reuniclus, Gothitelle. I hope, you know what would be so, oh my gosh, it'd be so funny if every single elemental monkey had a Mega Evolution. And then everybody would just complain that they wasted 3 Mega slots on the elemental monkeys. People would be so mad. There'd be riots in the street. There's so much slop on the Nintendo store. And now they don't even give you the gold coins anymore. They won't even give you the coins no more. I mean, I could see Nintendo replacing the voucher system for the Switch too. But how would they bring back reward points? I think that's just the end of any sort of reward points. I can't imagine a system that they would replace those with. Nintendo was really gonna go bankrupt if they gave people like $3 off of $60 video games. Please understand. Yeah, what happened to Player's Choice games? Do those exist anymore? Or am I just not paying attention? That used to be such a big thing for Nintendo. I can remember like the GameCube era games having like Player's Choice. It sold too well. You don't that's crazy. Won't somebody think of the corporations? No systems had player choices this gen. That's kind of sad. I legitimately find that kind of sad. Yeah, didn't Sony used to have it too? I mean, when you barely have any games, haha. Oh, funny. Funny gaming joke. Yeah, the red Sony cases. Wow, I haven't thought about player choice games in so long. All humanoid Pokemon and then a few fire starters. That's a funny list. Not a fan of the bipedal fire starters? I mean, I guess that's most fire starters, isn't it? They do be standing up, though. Man, thinking about players' choice games just makes me think of, like, the old era of strategy guides and stuff. Man. A bygone era, truly. They didn't even make a Pokemon strategy guide for Scarlet Violet. That's how much strategy guides have just kind of fallen off. Books are selling well. Like, people are buying tons of books. Barnes & Noble is doing well. It's time, chat. Let's bring them back. Let's bring back the strategy guides. The time is now. We just gotta get a famous, like, book talker to talk about their love for strategy guides. It's all coming together, baby. Whoops, I'm getting ahead of myself. I went to hit my number, but we haven't gotten it yet. 13 live service projects with 8 of them canceled. Wow, what a success. Doot 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 doot. Strategy guides used to put wrong information on them? Really? I mean, isn't there a I can't remember which one. One of the Pokemon strategy guides, like, recommends you use a Master Ball on Zubat or something like that. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Yeah, typos or some sort of misinformation. Hard to dodge. Yeah, I still have all my old strategy guides. I have so many old Pokemon strategy guides. I have Pokemon Yellow, Crystal, Platinum, Colosseum, Battle Revolution. Emerald. I have 2 different Emerald strategy guides. One was exclusive to the online Pokemon Center. It's got some gorgeous full-page art, too. One stream, I should grab my stack of strategy guides and we can just flip through them and chill one day. Oh, to catch plagiarizers? Interesting. Yeah, remember when video games used to come with, like, codes in the box? And if you didn't have that code, you couldn't play? Back during, like, the Sierra era of games. Reading time with Silver Lugia, precisely. Ew. I don't even know if I could name my favorite game of all time. That's such a hard question. I have like a top list of games, but a definitive all-time favorite? Man, that's a very hard question. Breath of the Wild, Mario Galaxy. Yeah, Ocarina of Time would be up there for me. Breath of the Wild would be up there. Stardew Valley. Pokemon Gold, Silver, Crystal. Pokemon Black and White. Pokemon Black and White 2. Pokemon Emerald. Pokemon Fire Red, Leaf Green. Pokemon Coliseum. Yeah, Skyrim is a bona fide classic. RimWorld. I started playing RimWorld last night. I just gotta go back to the Rim. It beckons. Witcher 3, Last of Us. I'm a Witcher. Okami. Pokemon Dash? No, I'm just kidding. If I ever put Pokemon Dash in like a top list, chat would know I'm being like, I was body snatched. Red Dead Redemption 2. Good choice. Mario 64 would be my Mario game in the top. DK64. I wish they'd re-release DK64. Okay. Ugh, I'd probably have Star Fox Adventures in my top list. What else? Yeah, the DK64 randomizers come a long way, too. Randomizers are so cool. Love a good randomizer. Yeah, DK64 is just mini games. Beaver Bother. Favorite Smash game? That would probably be Melee for me. Oh, but I do love Brawl. The cutscenes and stuff in Brawl are just so great. Cacturn, that's from like 500 years ago. That is a legendary AGDQ cringe moment from like 500 years ago. Brawl. You never got to play Brawl? You should. It's a good time. All the character interactions in the cutscenes, and even just like Subspace, are just fun. I mean, I have a soft spot for 64 too, Smash 64. When the polygons were polygoning. Yeah, the World of Light is trash. The World of Light is dog shit. Because Sakurai didn't like people looking up the cutscenes on YouTube, so he stopped. Like, welcome to every video game with cutscenes ever, Sakurai. I don't know what to tell you, man. I didn't finish World of Light either. It drained the soul out of me. World of Light stunk up the place. Melee was also fun because I remember, like, unlocking characters felt so exciting and new and fun. Five unique newcomers, 4 unique stages. I didn't buy any of the DLC for Ultimate. Like, Steve is funny and I like Sora, but not paying for any Fire Emblem characters. Dragon Quest Hero and Steve. I am Steve. Shadow and Ceruledge. I thought for sure they were gonna add Urshifu. I thought Urshifu was gonna be the last Pokemon rep in Smash Ultimate. Turns out that didn't happen. We probably won't even get the next Smash game until, like, Gen 10 is out, so it'll probably be a Gen 10 Pokemon. Whoever the popular bipedal starter is from Gen 10, it'll be them. Incineroar was lame, should have been Mimikyu. I can't imagine we're anywhere close to a new Smash title. I feel like that's like a midway through the Switch 2. That's how long it's gonna... That's probably when we're gonna get our next 3D Zelda, too. Midway. It's gonna be a while. The Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy crossover. 2 franchises I don't care about, but it is interesting, I suppose. Is it getting scalped like Pokemon cards are being scalped right now? I think there was Magic on the shelf, and there was Lorcana the last time I was at the store. It's interesting that Magic is the only one that does real crossovers. Yu-Gi-Oh! Doesn't, Digimon doesn't, Pokemon never does. You would never see anything like that in the Pokemon game. Dino Crisis. Honestly, why haven't they done another one of those? Or a remake? Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh came out with a new archetype that's just like boba drink little critters, and it's like, okay. I miss when we had like Witch of the Black Forest, Frog the Jam. Every new Yu-Gi-Oh archetype is just woman, dragon, or cute thing. Fossil fighters. I've seen a few people mention fossil fighters lately. Who knows? Maybe it'll happen. Uno likes stacking for power. I wonder how Lorcana is doing right now. Like I said, that's been the only card game I've really seen on shelves lately. And when Lorcana came out, it was super duper hard to find. Ken Tsukumori X Princess Peach. I think he would like that. I think Ken would like that a lot. 69 cards per turn. Ash Blossom. Nibiru. I mean, they should have an official GOAT format for people. Because I see that sentiment reflected a lot. I don't think Konami really knows how to market Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, there's a few anime card games don't care about. Yeah, GOAT format is an existing format, but it's not like it's not official by Konami standards. Square needs something else because of the Final Fantasy fatigue. Yeah, they've kind of pumped out Final Fantasy game after Final Fantasy game lately, haven't they? People exit out when they lose the coin flip, lol. I mean, Pocket is pretty reliant on, do you go first or do you go second? I mean, it's hard to design card games that don't fall into that trap, I suppose. I opened my first Neopets cards the other day from the new Upper Deck TCG they have. We're living large. We're living huge. Move over every other TCG game. Oh yeah, speaking of TCG, they announced the... I can't even remember the name. I don't know what they're on lately, but Pokemon TCG sets have the most forgettable names. Destined Rivals. I hope this set is more exciting than, Partners. Journey Together. Journey Together and Destined Rivals. Too bad it's not just Team Rocket. I put in a bunch of other characters in there. Hearthstone had an expansion that made going first or second interesting. Is Hearthstone still making money? I don't think I've seen anybody play Hearthstone in years. Chaotic. It just makes me think of Team Chaotic. They're detectives, you want on your side. Imagine if Sonic made a card game. Hearthstone's way too expensive. 500 to 1,000 a season. Oh my god. Woo. Spicy. That does not surprise me though. Typical Blizzard activities. Okay, my phone hit 100%. We're good. Has board game. Board games are fun. There's a FNAF board game. I saw it in stores the other day. What doesn't FNAF have? Very true. They've probably merchandised everything you possibly could under the sun. Getting Monopoly. There's a Pokemon Monopoly at one point. I don't know if it's still active. The thing about board games that always shocks me is how expensive some of them are. There's this local games shop, also 1600. And it's like, some of these board games are the prices of like AAA video games. Whew. Is Inside Out 2 good? I don't know, I haven't seen it. I don't have any desire to ever really see it. Disney hasn't really put out anything in like many years that I have cared to see. Yeah, the Pokemon Gold and Silver edition. I remember that. A classic. Didn't that new Captain America movie come out? Is that making them any money? They remade that Monopoly? I had Monopoly Junior as a kid. I like the junior version, but I never had like full Monopoly. There used to be a Pokemon board game. Oh, what the hell was it called? That I remember playing all the time as a kid. I'm gonna have to look this up. Pokemon board game. Pokemon Master Trainer 1999 edition. Oh my god, people are selling it for $300? Man, retro Pokemon stuff sucks shit. These people are selling it for $299.99. Are we so for real? That was the game, though. I love that game. Damn, I wish I still had it. I could make easy $300, apparently. You know, easy. Air quotes. You can charge as much as you want for something on eBay, but that doesn't mean somebody will buy it. I mean, Gen 5 emulates quite well. So I've heard. Especially if you have like a tablet or something. That would be a really fun way to play Gen 5. Alright, ads is coming up on Twitch. In the ads play, I will park in camp so nobody will miss anything. Yeah, sometimes ROMs can be a little bit tricky to figure out. I'm pretty sure I have almost every Pokemon game ready, just in case. Have them downloaded, you know, just in case Nintendo feels like being Nintendo one day. Rip Vim's lair. Okay, there's the ads. Man, now I want to play Pokemon Master Trainers 1999. Yeah, you go and look at, like... I especially feel like the GameCube era just has some of the most expensive games. If you want to try and buy them and play them officially. I mean, any DS Pokemon game is gonna run you $1 billion. Bad business. Bad business. Why are you squeaking? Stop it. It's the perfect emote choice at the end of that midnight. It's such a shame. Like, you think Nintendo would care about preserving their old classics, but they just don't. Coliseum and Gale for 120. That's such a steal. Getting Coliseum and Gale of Darkness for 120 together is such a steal. Yeah, you talk about expensive Pokemon games, Gale of Darkness. Psyduck in a red box in a store as a kid. The old school Pokemon merchandise went so hard. Like Gen 1 into 2, the merchandise was just so good. 3 and 4 had bangers too. But obviously I was I have nostalgia. For going to places that don't even exist anymore, like KB Toys, Toys R Us. Oh, way, oh, way, oh. I'm gonna get some water real quick while the ads finish playing. I will be back. Alright. Red box. Yeah, talk about another thing that doesn't really exist anymore. I miss KB Toys so bad, chat. I miss toy stores. It's so sad that the only way you can get toys in the US now is to just go to like Target or Walmart. Or buy from Amazon. There used to be so many cool toy stores that I would go to as a kid. There's this, I've told this story so many times, but there's this one toy store. And I have a core memory of looking up and seeing like the Mewtwo starter deck from base set on the shelf. And thinking like, wow, that's so cool. I remember seeing the Zapdos gift set too. Just give me one day. Just give me one day. I would love to have all those old gen, like, base set theme decks, but, you know, retro Pokemon stuff you have to be a millionaire to afford, so I ain't got that kind of cash money, you know? Yeah, let me just go build a time machine real quick. Let me go build a time machine real quick. I mean, if I went back and bought like 100 base set booster boxes, I'd be set for life. Just buy a few first ed base set booster boxes, cha-ching, cha-ching. Cobalion's just a little tiny fella. Just a little baby. 1616, by the way. That's a nice number. Charizard and Tom Brady rookie cards. Yeah, no kidding. Shadowless. Gotta be shadowless. What's crazy is that I grew up when base set came out. I was, you know, the perfect age for it, and I don't have any shadowless cards. What a crock of shit. I don't have the treasured shadowless cards. This sucks. Where's my rare shadowless Charizard? Yeah, I do have some first ed. I mean, most of my base set stuff is not in great shape. Unfortunately. Like, I have several base set Charizards, but probably not getting higher than, like, a PSA 6. They ain't getting me that cash money, you know? My most valuable card is probably my Pikachu Star. Yeah, the shadowless thing is literal midnight. There's no shadow on the cards. Do I play Scarlet and Violet? Yeah, on occasion. I'll probably do an outbreak hunting stream this week, actually. I'm still looking for Totodile, Cyndaquil, and a few other starters in Scarlet Violet, so... Transition from base set to unlimited, yeah. Man, you know what else? What other set I would love to get? Legendary Collection. The reverse hollows in Legendary Collection are so cool. Yeah, if you looked up like Pokemon Shadowless versus regular, you'd probably be able to see. They have a look to them. Hello, Eternatus. Bum bum ba-dum bum bum. Oh, Charizard, such a classic. Base set is so cool. Shadowless is on the left. You see the font looks a little bit thinner too. I wish we'd get another Outbreak event for Scarlet and Violet. Speaking of Scarlet and Violet, we know Iron Leaves and Walking Wake are coming back. But like, where's my Outbreak event for Pokemon Day, fellas? What are we doing to celebrate Pokemon Day? Besides bringing back these Pokemon that everybody already has and should have been in the DLC of Blueberry and not limited to one in a rare, limited time event. Game Freak loves their limited time Pokemon events, don't they? Stella Terra Pikachu raid. Oh, boo. That would be so lame. They've been brutal with the shiny locks. Does not bode well. I guess we'll find out some point this year how bad the locks are in PLZA. I mean, PLA's locks were pretty brutal. I should have been able to shiny hunt Manaphy in that game. Oh, that will never not make me so upset. I don't want your Manaphy distribution. I want to shiny hunt it in the game it spawns in. 2 Gen 4 games back to back, and I couldn't shiny hunt Manaphy in either of them. Laysai. Raids for the Paldea starters. I would be, oh my gosh. I would pop off. If I can get shiny Sprigatito from a raid and catch it in my own Pokeball and never have to hatch another egg. I mean, I'm never hatching another egg in Scarlet and Violet. When I say I'm doing Masuda hunts, chat, if you're new here, I mean Sword and Shield. I am not playing the picnic sandwich simulator. Collecting eggs in that game. No, no. So if I could pick up shiny Spriggy from a raid, praise be. Be especially nice to have it in my own Pokeball, because you can't get the Gen 9 starter shiny in anything else besides a Pokeball. When are we gonna get shiny Karai and Mirai? Miraidon. Karaidon. That would be a Pokemon Day exciting event. GameStop wasn't going belly up. I mean, I've hatched several good shinies in Scarlet and Violet. Doesn't mean this egg system isn't garbage. I hate it. I hate it so much. A unique trick that with breeding that will allow you to get the Paldean starter shiny in another Pokeball? That doesn't sound legal. Legal as in the Pokemon being legal, not as in like, you hack the game, you go to jail. God, is there some sort of like shiny hunter that's putting out videos that are like, here's a little manipulative trick that will get you this shiny? And it's completely illegitimate. Here's how you get a legitimate shiny Mew. Uh-huh. Shiny Mew. shiny wonder trade. I mean, at least you get a... Well, I mean, usually most of those bots do Master Balls, which I think are pretty worthless. It'd be far more useful if they were Apricorn Balls. I would treasure a Moon Ball way more than I'd treasure a Master Ball. But at least you get a free item out of them. I miss Machamps.com every day. I mean, even if you could pass down the Pokeballs, I would have to hatch 9 shiny starters for that to happen, and there's no way, there ain't no way in Tarnation I'm doing that in Scarlet and Violet. Okay, you guys, gotta get my eggs ready, or gotta get my picnic set up, gotta do my sandwich, gotta make sure I'm in the right box, because you can't check when you're in a picnic. Gotta set my timers, because you can't check when you're in a picnic. I mean, for my living dex, I would need 1 of each starter, so that's 9 Pokemon. I've currently hatched Shiny Fuecoco and Quaxley. That's all I have. And bless Fuecoco for being shiny in like 15 eggs. I do not remember how many Quaxley took, but it was more than Fuecoco. And then Sprigatito has never shown up shiny. Grass starters just betray me. That's just how it is. What else did I hatch shiny in Scarlet Violet? I got Froakie, I think? No, it was Chespin. I think I got Chespin. I got Chespin and I got shiny Hisui Zora. Both of which were quite kind. I might have hatched a Froakie, I can't remember. But it's not a lot. All my starters have come from the outbreaks in Blueberry, primarily. With a few that I hatched in Sword and Shield before Gen 9 came out. Like Grookey, like Scorbunny, Inteleon. Well, I evolved those one shiny into Inteleon. $16.46. Badoo. Badoo's a great little guy. Big fan of Badoo. Also, I hatched it in like 9 eggs in Sword Shield. That was great. Big fan of Badoo. Lilligant. I'll never forget when I got shiny Petalil in PLA, and I did not realize it until I just about released it because the game said, "Hey, are you sure?" And I was like, "What? What do you mean, am I sure?" Wait. It must have spawned so far away from me, I didn't even hear the audio or see the visual cue. Oh no, Hisui Growlithe took you that long? That's terrible. See, that's the type of outbreak event I would love if they had like because they had the Hisui Voltorb and Electrode event. Do Sneasel. Do Growlithe. I would love to get those shiny and not have to pick up PLA again. The shiny sound from Palworld. The shiny equivalent in Palworld, they're very common. When I was playing, I had 1 billion. I've also killed several because a lot of times they will spawn and be like level 60. Or like the max level and you just can't even catch them. I gave up my achievement hunt for that game, by the way. Palworld just makes me too angry. It's so ball-bustingly hard for single player. I mean, I could get Tyler to join me and it wouldn't even help. Yeah, lucky pals. They're magically delicious. I don't know, I just can't force myself to, especially the raids. I think the raid update really just these raid pals have like over 1 million hit points. I have better things to do than to sit there for like 20 minutes and just fire bullets into the biggest sponge I've ever seen in my life. I mean, I am max level, and I even have had pal edit to make my pals perfect, and it just doesn't matter. Like I said, it doesn't scale for if you actually have a party or not. So if you're just even a single or a duo setup, like that, the Faybreak oil rig is insanity. For what? So you can have a 0.00001% chance at a loot drop? Max is 60 right now. I'm sure they'll continue to update it until it's 100. I don't know, a lot of the updates in it have been lame as hell. It's like, ooh, a cherry blossom area. Great. What a unique concept. A Japanese level. Wow, I've never seen that before. With Sakura. They're breaking new ground. Something Palworld does a lot too is they have recolors. So a lot of the new pals in any given update are just recolors of old ones. So you have like... I can't even think of a good example right now. There's like elementals. So instead of a dark elemental pal, it'll be fire this time. It'll be colored red. Woohoo! Isn't that exciting? Also, the map in Palworld is just so frustrating. I've had a real issue with video game maps lately. Video game maps that provide you such bare bones information in Pokemon games are super guilty of that too. Like, you can't tell if you're you can't tell the elevation, you can't tell if it's in a cave or not. So I just fly around looking for something that's underground like an idiot for 10 minutes until I finally give up and go Google it. Like, if it's in a cave, tell me. I hate these bare bones maps. Like, a map is supposed to give you information. It ain't giving me information. And a lot of the dungeons in PAL are so hard to find. They're just well hidden behind vegetation. They blend into the landscape. Yeah, the endgame grind. Like, I haven't even beaten the final, yeah, they did a Japanese update and then a Nordic one. Wow. Crazy. Never before seen. Shiny Dratini and Crystal's Dragon. That's how I feel with everybody coming in and being like, I got Shiny Virizion in 5 resets. Okay. Sometimes people come in here and, like, try to flex, and it's like, I don't care. I mean, people sharing their reset number is usually like, I have the biggest shiny E-peen. But sometimes I detect a certain tone from some people that boldly come in here and are like, I got it in 43 resets. Look at me. I am the greatest shiny hunter who ever lived. Watch in awe. Aren't you jealous? Oh, going after Registeel. I do genuinely sympathize though when people come in and they're like, I'm at 10k for this shiny hunt, and it's like, oh man. I am so sorry. That is so unfortunate. Goddamn. Goddamn. You hate to see it. Oof. Condolences. Got bored and stopped. Real. I have not tackled the Reggies yet. Actually, that's not entirely true. I did shiny hunt Registeel when the game first came out. Got about 500 encounters deep and then quit when I realized the shiny charm didn't work. We're gonna run that one back at some point. If I can ever get the Swords of Justice done. Yeah, the full odds Reggies are really rough. I feel like I've seen everybody comes in and is like, I got the Swords of Justice in like 5 resets, and then everybody doing the Reggies is like, it took me 9,000. I haven't seen my family in years. What day is it? Where am I? That's usually how it goes. I haven't seen the sunlight in 500 years. God, I saw, speaking of the Reggies, this had to have been a staged. I refuse to believe someone is this stupid. A guy who, like, picked up a used copy of, like, it was one of the Gen 3 games. And I don't know how this guy even inferred that this person was shiny hunting. They just parked in front of Regirock and traded their game in. But this guy said, oh, I shiny hunted the Regirock for this guy, and after 9K encounters, and then he checks his bag, and this guy has no Pokeballs. Like 7 Pokeballs. And it's like, you didn't bother checking the guy's inventory before committing to this? Huh? This has to be bait, right? I mean, a lot of shiny creators are very good at bait. But I was a little bit flummoxed. A little bit vexed. A little bit flabbergasted. What do you mean you didn't check your inventory before committing to a very long, excruciating, full-odd shiny hunt? And the way it ended, it's like you didn't even catch it. I was happy that all the comments were like, you didn't check your bag? All that time and you never checked your bag? You really think people would do that? Go on the internet and pretend they did a shiny hunt that they didn't actually do for views and clicks? $70,000 resets for Registeel? I think that would kill me. I think if I ever had 70K for anything, I would turn to dust. Hooper would become dehydrated. A full odds hunter, sympathy gone. I bet they were so snobby about it too. I am, you see, a full odds hunter. I don't shiny hunt those shiny charm shinies. Or one of those shiny hunters that's like, I'm going after the 0.001% Feebas. Aren't I special? Do not throw a Pokeball at this thing. At least it's not a love ball. I wasted a... Well, no, I turned the game off. Guys, clips the other day. My condolences for having to listen to that. You finished all the Crystal Legendaries last year? Yeah, wasn't your last, it was Raikou, wasn't it? I said that with like a Raikou. Yeah, okay, I remembered correctly. Chris, it hasn't been giving you a good time. You've had a lot of excruciating Gen 2 hunts. You're just glad it's done. I love when people who do full odds hunts are like, it was the worst thing in the world. See you guys next Tuesday. That sucked. I hate you all. I have no respect for you. See you guys tomorrow. You just can't say no. Tyler keeps wanting me to do a full odds hunt, but I don't know what I would even do. Yeah, roamers, shiny hunting roamers is a unique type of hell. I can only imagine. Man, if I get nervous every time legendary shinies show up in this game, imagine how I'd be shitting bricks if I encountered a roamer that was shiny. Somebody brought up doing Spiritomb in this game earlier, and I was like, you know what? That's not a bad idea. I actually need shiny Spiritomb. I have options, though. I'll have to ponder. Maybe closer towards Spooktober. That's crazy that Entei only took you 93. Anytime you get a shiny legendary under 100, like, GG. That's your next shiny target? I really like Spiritomb. It's probably one of my favorite, not only just Gen 4 Pokemon, but one of my favorite ghosties overall. So I feel like I gotta dedicate some good time to it. Show some respect for my boy Spiritomb. Yeah, the camp trick would work. We're gonna get to 1700, by the way, chat. Spiritomb also has an amazing shiny. Now, what can I say about Cynthia's Pokemon? She's got great taste. I pulled the full art Lucario in Pocket today, and it's like, okay. The one good thing I get from Dialga, and it's a card I pulled from Wonder Pick. Togekiss, great Pokemon, big fan. Gastrodon, great Pokemon, big fan. That Gastrodon full art in Pocket is really funny too, because Gastrodon, the two Gastrodons don't like each other. So they're having like a racial screaming match with each other. I love Pokemon beef. Like Skarmory and Corviknight, you know, Dragonite, Kingdra. Pokemon beef is great. Zangoose, Seviper. I almost said Zoot. My favorite Pokemon, Zoot. Tinkaton and Corviknight. Like, Corviknight's got beef with several Pokemon. Hope we get another good one in Gen 10. I think that's what adhered a lot of people to Tinkaton, the fact that it will throw rocks at Corviknight. That's just funny. Tinkaton using its hammer to shoot Corviknight out of the sky is just funny. Especially when you look at Tinkaton's stats, it's like, I don't know how you're doing that. That's crazy. Alright, chat. 1695. Back in the days of 1695, Cobalion didn't exist. This guy hates blue slugs. This guy hates the color blue. Yeah, if you take like a Pokemon like Regieleki out in Synchro and in Scarlet Violet, it's actually quite slow. Imagine if it was true to its actual stat where it went zoom. The Shiny Charm does work on the Swords of Justice, yes. Doesn't work on the Regis, it does work on the Swords of Justice. I got Terrakion in 2145, working on Cobalion now, and then Virizion is last. Looking like we're not gonna get Cobalion, though, tonight. I'm fastly approaching over 2K. Again, there's only so much I can complain, though, because these are such fast hunts. Yeah, correct. Yeah, unless my Coba the Lion wants to be shiny right now. I mean, it worked for Xurkitree the other day. No, it didn't work. Cobalion is immune. Cobalion is a meanie bo beanie. That's what I'm saying, Midnight. Damn, will this ever be shiny? I gotta look at Xurkitree again to feel good vibes. I should make a video about shiny Xurkitree. I haven't had anything to really make a video about for the channel. But the Xurkitree clip was so funny. So I might just do it. I mean, it's Xurkitree. Look at him. Isn't he beautiful? Nice and blue. Also, I love Dynamax Adventures. I put up a clip for Subtile, or a YouTube short, and that had the most views I've had on a short in a while, so... maybe other people also get that Dynamax Adventures is cool. We'll see. Yeah, I have to include Xurkitree's frolicking, yes. Living in the sunlight, loving in the moonlight, having a wonderful time. But yeah, tomorrow, I don't know. To be honest, chat, I'm kind of burnt out from all these shiny hunts. I mean, Dynamax Adventures was fun the other day, so maybe I'm due for another Dynamax stream. I've wanted to do another Masuda hunt and Sword Shield as well. I I think we're also due for another Scarlet Violet Outbreak stream. I haven't done one of those in a while. I do want to get all those starters. I want to get everything done from Scarlet and Violet before PLZA comes out. Which we will hopefully find the release date for that soon. I just completely lost my train of thought. See, when I start going catatonic, I know I've shiny hunted for too long. When I start to phase out of existence, I know it's just completely over. Yeah, thanks for hanging out tonight, everybody. I appreciate it. We'll be back with some sort of shiny hunting thing tomorrow, probably. Targets you've been meaning to knock out. Yeah, we all be grinding. Hooper, bless your shiny hunts, chat. Have a good night, everybody. We could just not shiny hunt. Yeah, maybe I'll have to do my, my strategy guide stream that I was talking about one of these days. But, yeah, thanks for hanging out, everybody. I'll catch you guys later. Good luck on all your shiny hunts. And all that fun stuff. Bye!